Hey, slashers and scream queens! Welcome to the Horror Daddies Podcast. This is so weird. Carlos couldn't make it today, so you have me for a whole episode. So I'm your film daddy John, and
I'm your horror daddy Carlos.
What the fuck?
So in preparation for this movie, I decided to go invisible and join you for the podcast. Still,
What in the fucking Carlos? How did you do that?
I have my ways. Bottom doesn't tell his secrets.
Wow. Whoa. This is incredible. Well, I'm glad I don't have to do the episode anymore by myself.
No, you never have to. You never do. I'm always here, even when you don't know.
Even in the bathroom?
Remember last night when you were feeling touched?
That's why I woke up with my ass hurting? Ow. I couldn't sit down for a while.
I just wanted to make sure that you knew I was a top.
Did you suck his cock?
Sure did.
Oh my God, guys.
He did give me consent. I asked him, and in his sleep he said, "Yeah, go ahead, bro."
It wasn't in our agreement.
Yeah, it was part of the contract. Always consent, everyone. Always consent.
Wow, that is amazing. Well, Carlos, since you're here, what movie did we watch today?
So today we watched 2020's underrated The Invisible Man.
And underrated, it really is.
Yes, directed and written by Lee Whannell himself.
The man.
Or Whannell, depending who you ask.
If they don't know how to say the name.
Right. This movie did have a budget of $7 million. Ended up actually grossing 144, which was more than what I expected because...
I know we didn't hear much about this.
Right, and when this movie came out, it did come out like during when COVID was starting, so it was a little affected by that because I know theaters started closing pretty soon. It came out in February of 28 of 2020.
That was like right before shutdown.
Yeah, so like it got affected, and I feel like if COVID didn't happen, this movie would have been it probably would have made I want a gay.
Gay? You want a gay?
I want a
gay.
Yes.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm very distracted because Invisible Man, as much as an asshole he is very hot, and so is Cecilia's hot ass friend James. But
why did it make the most toxic people like the hottest?
James isn't toxic.
No, James is great. But like
Adrian?
Come on, Adrian?
Oh, I know. But like I was saying before I got distracted, I feel like this movie would have at least made $300 million or maybe more.
I think so too. I think obviously COVID definitely fucked with this movie, but I'm just surprised. I'm still like, I wonder if streaming maybe helped it a little bit.
I hope so.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe.
A lot of times they don't release those numbers.
But this movie doesn't get enough love, and I feel like out of the Universal monsters, this is probably the best adaptation of the Invisible Man that's been made. Modern adaptation of a Universal monster, because even though I do enjoy some of the earlier ones like the Wolfman and stuff, this one I feel like is the best made, and I feel like this movie could have been a blueprint for more modern Universal monsters to enter the cinema.
Of course, because like this isn't like original Invisible Man. It's just like, oh, I'm a guy that wants to rule the world. I'm invisible, bitch. This one has like a way deeper level to it.
Yeah.
It's a story about abuse and that feeling that you get after leaving an abusive relationship. It's fucked up. Like it's like a feeling that is horrible. And this movie, oh shit, I just dropped my notes. I'm sorry. And
It's okay.
And then it's just the way that it just goes deeper and deeper, and it just every little scene gives you like a little bit of anxiety. Is fucking impressive. Like how great they adapted that story of Invisible Man.
Yeah, I think Elizabeth Moss does a really great job at showing you that they don't need to show us that he was, doing like abusing her. She tells us by her acting. I think Lee Whannell does a great job with the way he shoots this movie, the way he shoots certain spots of the movie where you don't see nothing, but you just know someone is there, or something. Who knows? Yeah, this movie's great, and I wish that they see this, and I hope, and even with the COVID thing, I just hope that if they were to make another Universal monster, that this is the blueprint for that. Like, hey,
I hope so.
You can make a deep story, make it scary, and make it good, and tell a great story still.
Yeah,
I don't know if there's rumors, but I think Elizabeth Banks is supposed to work on an Invisible Woman. I don't know if that's true or not. Rumors out there.
Yeah.
Ryan Gosling might be the next Wolfman. things I keep hearing around, but again, we don't know.
Yeah, I hope so. I really hope that they kind of go into like it's not just a story about this man turning into whatever. I hope they can add layers to it because this movie is just so. I think this was one of the perfect movie. Like it makes you feel what you want to feel. Like it leaves you with a lingering feeling. Like it makes you feel gross, but it also has a touch of reality into it with like a really ridiculous plot. But it's incredible. But Carlos, let me get into the cast real quick.
Okay, baby. Okay.
All right. So we got Elizabeth Moss as Cecilia. We have Aldous Hodge as James Lanier. We got Storm Reed as Sydney Lanier. Michael Torman as Torn Griffin. Or Tom Griffin.
Fuck Tom.
Fucking stupid bitch. We got Harit Dyer as Emily. And, of course, we got Daddy himself, Oliver Jackson Cohen, as Adrian. Yup.
He was in the Haunting of Hill House. That's when I first met him. I should have met him earlier, but...
I don't think I've ever seen him in anything.
Me neither, until I saw the Haunting of Hill House.
Well, I just saw on his letterbox he got in a movie called Faster with Dwayne The Rock Johnson, so already lower in my list.
Don't blame him.
He needed a paycheck.
Maybe.
Yeah, but Aldous Hodge is in the Black Adam with another Rock movie. I think Rock is the main character in the entire universe. It's kind of weird.
Oh, yeah, James is the new hot guy.
Oh, my God. I forgot that Elizabeth Moss is in fucking Us as well.
Yes.
She's the family.
Fuck the, she says, Alexa, call the police, and then Alexa plays, fuck the police.
Yeah, I forgot that was her. Holy shit. And then Storm Reed was in The Suicide Squad, she's an incredible actress. Honestly, so young and incredible.
And Missing. I recommend everyone watch Missing.
Oh.
She's in Missing, which is on Netflix.
Yes, that's a newer one, right? I think.
The newer one. Her mom goes missing. And her mom is the...
Spoilers.
I mean, hello.
Someone went missing?
Yeah. Her mom is... Do you remember... Oh my God, that movie, Ice Cube. Are we there yet?
Yeah. Oh, that's the mom?
She's the mom, in this movie.
Huh. Okay. I might watch it. Well, it's in Netflix, so fuck Netflix.
I have it.
Oh, I got you. Let's share. All right. So we said our thoughts. So should we jump into the movie?
Yeah, let's jump in. So we open with a really cool title card. This movie has it's like waves crashing against the rocks, and then we're getting the Universal logo and stuff like that. But then we get the Invisible Man title card, and Lee Whannell thought of this on the spot. He thought it'd be really cool, but then he didn't realize how hard it is to CGI water. So he regretted it because he had to make it. But it's a beautiful, beautiful title card.
I love it. The reveal of it. It's just so simple, and also it's so dark that you can kind of barely see it, which is so cool.
Yeah,
I noticed this is my second time watching this movie, and I noticed a couple things with like how he plays with like the color black with like backgrounds and stuff, which it comes back at the end. So please remind me of that.
Yeah, of course. So yeah, then we meet Cecilia. She's waking up, and she's very careful of the way she's waking up. You already get this feeling that she does not want the man next to her waking up. No. So we realize that she drugged him to make him fall asleep. She goes to the bathroom, throws out the water, evidence.
But I would have kept the cup with me because that got residue on it.
She could have rinsed it off camera.
That's true. That's a fair point.
Yeah, she could have rinsed it off camera.
Yeah, but she had her bags ready.
Yeah.
She started putting like the clothes she was hanging because she can't take that to go into sleep. And then she starts kind of walking around a little bit.
And she goes through his lab to shut off all the cameras. She even turns the camera to the hallway over to the bedroom.
This man, cameras everywhere.
He's keeping an eye on her, but now she's keeping an eye on him. And she's shutting off all the cameras. The only one she keeps on is the bedroom one to keep an eye on him. Yeah. And we notice that as she's leaving the laboratory, his office, whatever, you hear clicking. Click.
It's so fucking weird. And she keeps looking. She keeps looking to this corner, and it's just like this weird, like hanging thing. And we're like, okay, whatever.
It's like me sitting here right now. You can't see me, but I'm not no John Cena.
Wow,
that's deep, bro.
That's pretty deep. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like it because it kind of makes me look like I'm looking at Chucky a little bit. But
I mean, he could sit on my lap, but
let's not make that happen right now.
Yeah, so but. As she's walking out, she runs into a bowl, and this bowl is so loud.
Dude, the first time I watched this, I was kind of falling asleep a little bit. I remember because it was like a group of all of our friends were hanging out.
It was my housewarming party.
Yeah, it was your housewarming party. And I remember I was kind of falling asleep at the beginning because it's like a really long cold opening. And the ball gets hit and it's so fucking loud because everything's so quiet. I remember waking up and shaking. It was so fucking loud.
Well, because those bulls are loud as hell for no reason.
Yeah,
because
it's metal.
When we worked at the animal hospital, anyone dropped that bull, the whole hospital knew.
And the people in the front be like, this dumbass.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so fucking crazy. But I like that because it's like a jump scare that's like real. Because it's like that does kind of jump scare you if you don't notice it.
And it's not, I feel like it's not cheap because he shows you there's a bull on the ground as she's walking towards it. And you know she's walking towards it. And she kicks it.
But it's dark.
It's dark and it's loud and it jumps.
And then obviously she's trying to be secretive because her, alleged abusive man is there, sleeping. But he doesn't wake up. That man drugged as hell.
He sure is. He thought he had that melatonin.
He got 2 shots of melatonin.
He got diazepam is what they...
Diazepam, yeah.
That's what they got.
And she's leaving through the garage. And the fucking little puppy's there, Zeus.
Zeus, the Doberman.
The Doberman, he's nice because his ears are floppy.
Yeah, and he looks really cute.
I love that context could change with just the ears. It's like, oh my gosh, he's gonna get attacked.
Yeah, because if he would have had his cropped ears, which I don't
it's like, of course, it's like normalized.
Mm-hmm. He would have looked more intimidating behind her.
Yeah,
but you just see like a good boy,
and then he's like, oh, he's nice. He's a cute one.
Yeah. So he has a shot collar. She's like, I'm sorry, I can't take you with me, but I'll take this collar off, and you just run.
Yeah, because it's like an electric fence one. I think it's like one of those like
invisible fence.
Yeah, invisible fence,
which I've seen on TikTok. And they seem to work, but I feel like my dogs will know how to break the rules somehow.
They jump.
I just don't trust it. But I've seen dogs that are like they run back.
Yeah.
They turn around. I'm like, there's no way. I feel like my dogs are built different.
Yeah. Your dogs are definitely built. They just break it. They'll just break it. It won't work if it's broken.
That's true. That's very true. She jumps the fence, but then the alarm goes off. So
she's taking the collar off, and the dog bumps into the dog
into the car. That's true.
So the dog's kind of at fault, but he runs away. He leaves.
Mm-hmm. And every light is turning on, so we know that he's up.
Yep. And
she jumps the fence. She makes it to this dark road, but her sister shows up slowly, and she gets in the car, and she's like, "Emily, we gotta go." And then Adrian like busts through the window.
It's so creepy because it's
not
like a
me,
shot.
Though.
Like it's like right behind, like he coming from this side, like
yeah. And then he like busts his fist through the window. Unfortunately, it wasn't me. And and then they leave, but she dropped the diazepam.
Yeah.
And he got his bloody fingerprints on it because that's gonna come back later.
Yeah, it will. Mm-hmm. But this is where it's not alleged anymore. He is actually abusive.
Yeah, no, you could tell.
Oh yeah, with the way he was yelling at her and screaming. Shit, he was like fucking holding her neck and everything. It was fucking crazy.
And Emily sees this,
and she's like, "What's happening?"
Like, girl, dry.
Why is he acting so strange?
Also, for later, like, come on now, we'll get there,
girl. Yeah, we'll get there.
So
it cuts
2 weeks.
2 weeks later. Mm-hmm, and she is with her now roommate.
It's her childhood friend James.
Yes, James
fun,
and his daughter Sid.
Yes.
Yeah, James is a very attractive man, very nice.
James and the giant peach.
Who's the peach?
He got booty too.
But he's super understanding from the get-go. He doesn't know what's happening, but he doesn't care. He's like, "You're my friend. What's up?" And she keeps looking outside, kind of like there's a barrier between her and freedom. And he goes, "Hey, go pick up the mail. Like that's your goal. As long as you do that." She goes outside. She goes to grab the mail, and it looks like a guy's chasing right after her, and it's just a man jogging. But she runs away. She's like, "What the fuck?"
So apparently that's supposed to be, or I don't know if it's a theory or what it is, whatever. It's supposed to be Adrian. Whoa. And that's when he finds out where she's at finally.
I don't think so. I think I know where it happens.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think so. Because I was kind of thinking, like calculating, like how could this work? And I think I know exactly when he actually was like, okay, this is where she's at. And I'm going to follow you now.
Okay.
So she goes back inside, and obviously Adrian's or not Adrian, I'm sorry, James is like, oh hey, you made it. That's the furthest you've been in 2 weeks, bitch. I need you out of this house already. And super nice and everything. They're all super cute together.
Well, the sister comes.
Oh yeah,
the sister comes to visit finally, and she's like, "Why the fuck you here? He could have followed you." And she's like, "Well, calm down because I got some news for you." And he did.
He did.
And she's like in shock. She doesn't believe it. And then this is when she kind of like sits down with them and lets them know everything that's been happening. How he started learning her, and eventually it got to the point where he can like basically read her thoughts, and he knew what she was thinking before she even thought it. He was controlling the way she was eating, what she was wearing, everything, every little thing of her life he had control over.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up because like even before that's why the beginning of this movie is so great, because it's like you start to see like how many layers she has to go through to even just go outside. Like it's fucking crazy. But this is where we get the lawyer scene. Yeah. This is where I think James knows he's in this room.
Oh, that would make sense,
because he calls her brother. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm dead.
yeah, I'm dead.
And then they're all in the same room together. Mm-hmm. So he's just sitting there.
Well, the brother's like, okay, so he's gonna give her $5 million. Good for you, girl. Good for you.
$5 million.
$5 million.
Oh my god!
I'll take them
in installments, though.
Of
$100,000
a month. Girl, I would disappear. Yeah. So he's like, oh, he's always watching.
Yeah.
But then he like, and then they're like, what the fuck? And it's like, well, there's an urn behind you, but it's like, bitch, he's in the room.
Yeah, like the urn. He probably standing in front of the urn, but we can't see because we see through him.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So see weird.
Right through me.
But this is where I also think this is like another layer of like abuse, where it's like, yeah, you're getting this installments for the next 4 years of $100,000 a month, because you're under his contract, and it's still like almost like he's still being like, everything from now and 4 years, I'm gonna be the one providing still. Even after death,
he still has control of her life. Yep. Especially when she has to sign that she has to put her bank information in there, so he can even drain her bank account whenever he wants to, if he wants to fuck with her. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Which
is like, it's always like the one of the techniques of abuse, where it's like a rich family having just one car. It's like, oh, she has to ask for permission to go outside.
Right.
Steven Crowder.
So what?
It's like some guy he's like a super fucked up dude.
Okay, we don't know how to talk about
yeah. It's me being political right now.
So Cecilia back home, she surprises James and Sydney with a ladder. We don't know what the ladder means, but then
I think it's a complaint. Oh, they're painting. There's like a short scene that they're painting and they can't reach up.
Well, she tells them you need a new ladder, so that's why she gets it. But then, so the ladder is basically for James, but then for Sydney, what she got was a letter, or not a letter.
It's like
she opened a bank account for her, so she can go to the school that her dream school, Parsons.
Yeah, she'll be dropping $10,000
every month for a year, and I'm like,
she could do a little bit more.
I was like, Auntie Cecilia,
damn girl.
Even when she punched me later, I would have been like, I still love you though. I still love you.
Damn, $10,000 a month, baby.
Shit, I'm not complaining. Punch me, beat me, whatever.
I don't give a shit.
Well, yeah. So.
But this is where we got, like, they're all having, like, a good time.
They're celebrating.
Mm-hmm. And we have a creepy shot of, it's like, the end of one hallway, just staring at them. It feels, like, very, like, creepy, like, picky,
what makes it creepy?
Peeping Tom.
Yeah, what makes it creepy is not that we're directly looking down the hallway. It looks like someone is creeping from the corner.
Yeah, it's like we're in their point of view.
Exactly. So we already know that someone's in the house.
I always feel like somebody's watching me, and I got no privacy. Oh, that was great, Carlos.
Yeah, thanks, baby.
That was great.
Wow, that high five was, you missed.
It's weird how you're also soundproof. Like,
well, you're not hitting me, actually. You missed.
Did you just? How do you dodge that?
Because I'm fast as fuck, boy.
Damn. All right. But this is the scene where it's kind of revealed, because Cecilia,
she's in her room alone.
Yeah, she's in her room alone. This is one of the complaints I have about this
movie. She went shopping.
Yeah. Oh, she went shopping. She's rich.
Yeah, because she's like unloading bags, but at one point she turns around, because you kind of hear the click click click. And
it's a predator.
Might as well be. And it's like, it feels like the camera's pointing at nothing, but it's like you know, or it's that sense of it's like when people say you can sense when someone's behind you or something.
Oh my god!
Even though there's nothing.
Yeah, and it's just so weird how like the camera just moves slowly and it's just nothing, but our minds just trick us that like we know he's there. That motherfucker's right there, standing there. She goes outside and she checks around the house and the door fucking opens.
Oh, that's not yet.
That's not yet.
That's not yet. Well, no, we cut to breakfast the next day.
Oh yeah,
it's like slowly building up.
I know. I forget about that.
Yeah. So we're making breakfast, and James goes to work, but he tells her, "Hey, can you get Sydney up for school? Because she never wants to wake up since you gave her some champagne last night." And
and she was under 21, Cecilia. That is
that
illegal.
was a joke. Yeah, that was a joke. But it was illegal. But we in Australia, I don't know what the thing is. We filmed this in Australia, so we don't
18,
know.
I think
it might be. It might be. So. No, but she's making breakfast, and as she goes to wake up Sydney, you see that the knife on the counter goes away, like gets picked up.
Like immediately, like that bitch grabs.
And this knife comes back 2 more times. Ugh. And then she goes in the stove, the fire gets hotter. And
just burns everything, and it just starts fucking, there's a giant flame.
Yep.
And that bitch about to throw water in that shit.
Yeah, never throw water. That makes it.
No.
It's funny how, well, I guess because of the oil.
Yeah,
but it's like, wow, water's supposed to shut off fire. What is happening right now? But it's because of the oil.
Yeah, the oil. It reminds me. Have you ever seen that TikTok of the Twitch streamer? Goddamn. That starts cooking and then everything starts lighting on fire and it's covered in smoke and she's like, "Help! Someone help me!"
Yeah.
That video is so crazy.
It's like, put the lid on the pan.
Yeah, throw the lid, and if it's oil, baking soda. If you have it already out, baking soda on that. If
you paid attention in science class, fire needs oxygen, and no oxygen means no fire.
And that's baking soda is a neutralizer.
Yep, that's how that kid beat the fire kid in Sky High.
Yeah, but in case it doesn't work, and in case it doesn't work and your house burns down, that was on you. The horror daddies are not responsible for any house fires that happen in your location.
Just don't play with fire.
But you learned something here.
Always.
So
someone's in the house at this point. This is when someone's watching her from the bedroom, from the hallway into the bedroom, and this is when she gets up and she's like walking around the house, checking things out.
I think this is where you see like the pictures, right?
No, not yet.
God damn, what the fuck?
This is when she's on her laptop, I think applying for the job.
Oh yes,
and
I keep forgetting about these.
She gets up because she's sensing someone in the hallway. And you also hear footsteps in the door. Yeah. So she's walking around the house, checking the house out. It's really dark. And then she goes out because the door opens.
Yeah.
And it's cold outside.
How does she not question this?
Girl, I would have been like, you know what? I'm out. Fuck this.
Yeah,
James.
It was nice staying. Oh, by the way, I'm taking those $10K a month as well.
Right.
I'll take as much money as I can.
This ain't my child, so no more child support.
But this is where we see, obviously, that it's very cold outside. She's shivering, and she got the breaths, the cold air.
Yeah.
And then out of nowhere, in the back, you see another one.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where I kind of get mad, because I wish we didn't see anything. I wish they kept us like, is she crazy?
No, I like this.
I just don't like the review. I wish the review was like the good jump scare that we get later. Like I wish that, like, because then I know that someone's there. Like that's the thing. I already know that it's confirmed.
But you know what the thing is? It's like the movie's called The Invisible Man.
But what if the Invisible Man is just made up? Like she's just feeling those feelings.
Oh, psychological horror movie. Exactly. Oh, I would hate this. No, that's fine. I would hate this. You know how I feel about sometimes those psychological movies. Nah, give me the real shit.
Because I think it's just, for me, it feels too quick, the confirmation of that he's there.
I
felt like it was just, if it was a little longer to make me question, like, damn, this bitch is probably actually crazy. But no, it's just like, it's just.
I just love because it's like, oh, he's right behind you. Oh. Girl.
Yeah, no.
Run.
And the way that he must have like been real slick, because she turns around like right where he was at, but he must have been like, he must have done that because he was slick with it.
He sure was. So then the next day, Sydney and they're sleeping. Yeah. And someone pulls up the sheets off of them and starts taking pictures.
This is fucking crazy, bro.
And she wakes
see the
up.
Flash. You see like 3 flashes.
Right. And she wakes up and the covers are on the ground. So she picks them up, but then she kind of feels like clicking again.
You also see
Oh, the jump scare from the Easter egg. Yeah.
So when they wake up, the first thing she sees is a fucking mannequin with a hat on, but it looks like a man, a silhouette of a man, which is an homage to the
Invisible Man
suit.
Right.
But it's because Sid, I guess, does like designing, like fashion design.
She's a fashion. Yeah, she's going to Parsons is a fashion school.
Yeah, so it's like she has like a mannequin there, and it's fucking creepy. I would not be able to sleep.
We do get a deleted scene where they talk about the fashion in the school. It was cut out.
See.
Yeah.
I see.
But yeah, she gets up, picks up the covers, and then there's a chair behind her. I remember in the trailers, I don't know if it's in the deleted. There's a scene where she's talking to someone. She's like, "There's someone sitting in that chair, and the chair had a dent in it."
Oh,
and that in the trailer, I was like, "That's fucking creepy."
Fucked up.
Another shot that was cut out was a handprint on the shower, but I'll let it go.
I'm okay with that one.
I fucking loved it. I wish it would have kept it, but anyway, so yeah, she throws it on the chair. Nothing's there, but then when she's going to bed, someone's stepping on the sheets.
Ugh, it's so creepy. And it gets closer to her too, right?
It starts walking towards her, and then she starts screaming for James. James comes in his tight tank top with his arms real big out, and I was like, hello, James, but James, why do you sleep with a shirt on? Anyway, so
it pretty much she's like, he's here.
Yeah.
And James like,
Sydney pulls out her pepper spray, and he's like, Sydney, girl, what are you doing?
What's that? And she's like, you bought it from me.
Yeah, but he's like, nobody's here though. She's like,
I'm just ready.
You're right. Yeah. It comes back.
Yeah.
So they kind of just go to bed. They kind of ignore this. So then it feels like he's standing in the corners.
Yeah, I think this is where we kind of just get more lingering shots of them of like corners and other sides of the room, and she you can see that she does not feel safe.
Right. So after this scene, we cut to her interview.
Oh yes, the interview.
It's not in the movie, but in right before she goes to her interview, it's deleted. Her keys go missing. Her phone goes missing.
Oh, I see.
Her stuff is in her portfolio because she checks it before she leaves. But then, as in her interview, when she goes to open her portfolio for the person interviewing her, it's empty.
That's fucking crazy. And it's like, this poor girl is like really trying to get her life back together.
Right.
Even though she don't gotta work for the next like not even 4 years more.
Ever.
Or ever.
Maybe.
Is she good with her money?
OF, baby.
Never. Oh, that's true. That's true.
I would make one so quick.
And so she tries. This guy is in the movie Upgrade. I forget his name in the movie Upgrade.
You look like a creep.
He's like a creepy dude in Upgrade too. It's really weird. Benedict Hardy. He plays Mark, which is the interviewer.
Is he related to Benedict Cumberbatch?
Yeah. You know how it works.
All the Benedicts are related.
They are all the Benedicts. Wong from Doctor Strange. His name is Benedict as well.
Okay,
they're all related. If you can tell, they kind of look similar.
So, are they related to the eggs, the Benedict eggs?
Yeah. So in England, they're all come from like weird like things like beans and toast and stuff like that. And Benedict, what is Benedict?
Oh, so it's like greens, beans, potatoes, tomatoes. Okay.
Yeah, all of that. They're all related back there.
Got it. It's all food.
Just so dumb. But yeah, he's in that movie. I love Upgrade, and it's also by Lee Winnell, so it's really good.
Yeah, it's like his Frankenstein in a way.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, so good. That's like Venom. What Venom should have been. But anyways, she passes out because she's like, damn, this man's still controlling my fucking life. She knows. She's like, this bitch is fucking with me because I knew those papers were there.
She's at the hospital and they did blood tests on her, and we find out that she was on drugs.
She was on drugs. She got drugs somehow. Oh, and then we also get another homage because we see the man bandaged up like the Invisible Man.
Yeah. So she's in the shower. She gets out. She gets the call from the hospital, and her blood work came back that the diapazine. Wow.
Melatonin.
The
melatonin that's really hard.
It was in her blood, and a lot of it. And then it's like, oh, we also have something else to tell you, but can you please come in? But then she finds the bottle with the bloody fingerprint on it. She already knows that it's him.
That's fucking crazy. Oh my god.
She goes to visit Tom because to be like, motherfucker, I know he's alive. You know where he is, so you just tell me. And then Tom is like, I wanted him dead too. So you're not the only one. He treated me like shit.
Yeah,
so
like I'm his lawyer. Like it feels like Tom is kind of like, hey, I'm also under his thumb because I'm working for him. Like it's like he's successful, so it makes sense to fucking work for him, you know?
But I like here that Cecilia's like, well, before I ever left him, he always told me that no matter what I do, no matter where I go, he will always have a way to find me.
Yep.
And this was his sign that he found me.
Yeah.
And then she shows him the bottle.
Yeah.
And then, you know, James looking at her like, you crazy.
Bitch, you really?
Right.
God damn. Oh, also, I don't know, Haley Winnell, if you're listening, I know you liked one of my things on Twitter one time. So we're besties. We're besties already.
We show. I saw you and Saul. I saw you and Saul.
Adam. So I think the windows kind of look like people silhouettes, like the simple silhouettes. So I was like, ooh, that's kind of cool if it's like purposely like that, like it's like an invisible. Like,
I feel like he plays a lot with windows, reflections, and it's just so good, so well done.
Yeah, so creative. But this is where, you know, they Tom opens the file and goes, that motherfucker dead. Look at him. He dead on the floor.
He was dead on the floor where he cracked himself with, and there was blood everywhere.
Yep. So obviously James is trying to be a supportive friend, just being like, hey, bitch, I don't know if you're crazy, but I'm here for you, I guess.
Yeah, you look crazy. But she goes to see her sister.
Oh yeah.
And her sister opens the door all mad, and I'm like, girl, what did I do? Like,
start throwing hands.
Last time we saw each other, you were hugging me. You were like, you were loving me, and I said I was gonna give you some money. Like, what happened? And then her sister's like, I don't need your money. Fuck you and the email you sent me. I suffocate you. What the fuck, bitch?
Yep.
And
she's like, I didn't.
And she's like,
shit.
girl, I don't know what you're talking about. I really don't. So she goes home and she reads the email, and Adrian wrote a novel.
And the fucked up part too is that Adrian
or someone,
that person left that email. Like, they could have just deleted it and been like, bitch, I don't know what you're talking about. No, they deleted that so she can read what happened.
So this is when Sydney comes to like comfort her, be like, oh, let's have a girls' night, let's kick Dad out of the house, let's eat some cake. And then Sydney, as they're getting up, gets fucking punched. Mind you, Cecilia's like 3 feet away. There's no way she punched her, but you know, Sydney's like, oh my gosh, she hit me. And then her dad comes in like, did you just hit my daughter? And Cecilia's like, I didn't hit her, Adrian did. And then he's like, girl, stop with the nonsense. And I'm like, bitch,
I fucked that bitch up.
Adrian did. You clearly saw Cecilia was nowhere near you when you got your ass handed to you. So why would you think it's her? Come on now. But in real life, I would have been like, did you just hit me? Did you just hit me? Also, Cecilia,
this poor girl got her ass beat by a grown ass man, and Carlos like, no, you just being stupid right now.
Also, me would have been like, Cecilia, get your ass up. This is gonna be 1-on-1 right now.
You just start fucking punching her.
Yep.
But this is like a really hard scene.
It's really hard because at this point she's losing everyone,
and
she's
already
already lost
tactic of abuse, where it's just including them from all their friendships. So if you're in a relationship, your boyfriend's like, I don't want you to be talking to no. Leave them. Yeah, that's it. That's what it is.
Get some help if you can.
Yeah, of course. Especially if you don't see them. Come on, guys. Sorry.
But no, all jokes aside.
Yeah, all jokes aside.
You really feel bad for her at this point because he's really getting her secluded from everyone.
This is not even her lowest.
No, not yet. No. So James leaves, and this is when she's had enough, and she's like, "Motherfucker, come out! I know you in the damn house." So she goes. She goes to grab her phone and calls him.
Because, they leave and she starts throwing coffee all over the house. Because he's like, you need to get out of here and go back to your sister's. Her sister hates her, so, you know. But she starts throwing coffee all over the floor. If I was James.
If I came home to that mess, I'd be like, you going to pick that shit up and you going to get the fuck out my house.
I just imagine James coming back like, I forgot my keys. Bitch, what the fuck is happening?
You need to leave.
With a knife in her hand.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but then she kind of gets tired, gets up, and she goes over to the kitchen.
Oh, because they're also like she keeps talking to a corner of the room.
Because I think she knows he's there. She goes over to the phone and calls him, and the vibrations is coming from the attic. The ATTIC.
Holy fuck, bro! I got chills when I was like, but that's like one of my worst fears. I hate that, like that fear of like, oh my god, what if someone lives in my fucking attic? Even though it's like super dumb, but
it's not dumb. It's realistic, and I understand you.
Well, I remember one time I had a raccoon at our. Oh my god!
You see what I mean?
And I kept hearing noises. I was like, I'm going crazy. I'm fucking going crazy. exactly.
You see what I mean, though?
Yeah.
Okay,
it's
then
fucking
don't
hurt.
judge me. So, so she's gonna go up to the attic, and this is probably the darkest scene in the movie.
Yeah. Because you go up there and you see the phone. You see a knife in a bag, which is the knife that she was using in the kitchen. And then the pictures of her
portfolio.
her portfolio.
Yeah. So for this scene, since this is the darkest scene in the movie, Lee Whannell had told cinematographer Steven Duccio that this horror movie would feature plenty of light, as an invisible man doesn't need to hide in the darkness. Avi. So, and he kind of groaned, and then Stefan was kind of upset about it because cinematographers apparently love darkness.
Because it's probably easier to hide things,
Right.
To be completely honest.
But the attic scene is a little gift that he gave him. So that way, and they lit it with just the torch, which is just a flashlight.
I see.
So it's kind of like, I know you're not gonna get a lot of dark in this movie, but I'll give you the scene. And honestly, it's the creepiest scene because we don't know if he's up there, and it gives us probably the best jump scare of this movie.
Yeah.
Which I hate because the trailer, it was in the
It
trailer,
was
but I
ruined,
kind of forgot
yeah.
about it when it happens.
Yeah.
And I remember when we did this watch party, it was like 10 people, and this got every
Everyone.
single person, and I was waiting for it because I knew it was coming. Because I already had seen the movie, and I was like, we all need to go sit down and watch the damn movie. This movie's good as fuck.
Oh my God, you're evil.
Yeah, so she's looking down at the attic, and even just her floating head looks creepy.
Well, the thing is, she gets a text, bro, by an unknown number that says surprise.
Oh, the way he says surprise is so sexy.
Oh my God, you have
I
problems.
know, I do have problems. And
you got issues, and you got them too.
Daddy issues at that point. So
she's looking down at the the ladder, and I don't know, this bitch, like, I'm sorry, that was disrespectful. This badass. I was about to say it again. She just is smart. She immediately, instead of going down, boom, paint bucket. That motherfucker standing right on her face, bro. Yep. Holy fuck.
And his ass pretty much drops down and runs, and she drops down and she's looking for him. She's following the paint, but then the paint trail ends, and she's looking around, and then the sink in the kitchen turns on, and then there's paint in there. Ugh. And then a fight starts, and she's pretty much, to us, is fighting nothing.
She's fighting her demons.
Right. But for this accomplishment, which I did see behind the scenes,
I see behind the scenes.
Cool. Whannell and his crew used a combination of old school techniques and state-of-the-art CGI wizardry to bring the Invisible Man to life, with some scenes requiring a fully green suited actor that could be painted out later, and other achieved with nothing more than a simple bit of string.
Yeah.
Well, with say the fight scenes, that was a real mixture of things. Whannell said we had Lizzie being pulled around in wires. We had a stunt person in a green suit who had, removed digitally. So she was basically wired up fighting a green man who then disappears. So when she gets thrown across the table,
see that movie.
Right. When she gets thrown across the table, the wires just pulled her ass. Like, girl went through it, but she did a good job because it's really her in all the scenes.
It's actually like super impressive. There's I
used to fight Invisible Men all the time.
Don't worry, in our social media we're gonna be posting. I posted evidence of Carlos being abused,
and that was like 10 years ago. So I was like 15.
No, you weren't. You were like 23. Grown ass man.
What was it?
But it's I think this movie has such great camera work, and this fight scene, it just feels like so intense because she really trying to fucking get away, and it keeps pulling her back and pulling her back, and it's fucking crazy. But eventually she gets the upper hand and decides to bolt out of the door. And I guess on someone's Ring camera, it captured her running away because
I think it was James' garage.
Oh,
actual house.
I see. I guess that makes sense. Yeah. But she's like running away,
and it's very grainy, and it looks like a found footage movie. Like, the ghost ran across the house the other night, and you see it in this footage.
I think it looks so goofy, like her running away. I don't know why. It just makes me laugh.
But she grabs an Uber and goes to Adrian's house,
and that Uber being like, because she's like, lock the doors, and go.
Which is smart.
Yeah, and I get
got in the car.
I totally get that. But I'm surprised that Uber driver didn't question it further. He was like, "You good? Oh yeah, okay." No question.
I feel like they can't pressure them.
I guess that's true.
But she ends up going to his house. She also ends up finding the suit
Yeah,
because she figured out that I think the password was probably either her birthday or the day that they met.
It seems like she knows all his passwords somehow.
The password in the beginning, the 1933, was actually an Easter egg to the original Invisible Man.
That makes sense.
The year was released.
But then she sees like it's like that thing that we saw at the beginning of the movie, and there's like a camera footage on the side, and she keeps moving it, and it's like keeps following her or whatever. And so she's confused, and she looks at it, presses a button, and it's the fucking suit, and it's like covered in like these little tiny cameras all over. It's really fucking cool.
Yeah, so the cameras kind of play off of each other. They record, and it makes it reflects the image. It makes him invisible, which usually I'm very against technology. Yeah. I say this a lot in the Marvel movies when I used to watch them.
Black Adam, it made Hawkman into a fucking tech dude.
Yeah, I hate that. The Vulture was a good example.
Yep.
So, but here, I dig it.
Yeah,
because it makes sense in a way.
Yeah, and I do like that they don't try to explain you the science of it. It's like this man just created this fucking suit that just can make you invisible. That's it. That's all you need to know. It
has cameras everywhere reflecting off each other, making you see through him.
Yeah, I think the only thing that is like, how does light work? Because that's how we see things. It's the light hitting our eyes and hitting shit, and that's how we see it, right? So like, does the eye go through him, or the light go through him? Or is there like still like a mask there? You know what I'm saying? Because it's cameras.
Yeah, it's I'm not gonna question too much, but it works for me. Also, something about a lot of holes or eyes covered, a person covered in holes or eyes.
What's that fear called?
It's super creepy to me, and that's what this suit feels like to me.
Do you know this fear? Oh my god, what's that fear with the holes? Fear of holes.
Be careful how you say that, because there may be a lot of bottoms on that Google search.
It says being gay. Get it? Vagina's a hole. I didn't mean to scare you, Carlos. Move. It's called trypophobia. That's what it's called. That is pretty creepy.
So I feel like I get that from the suit. The suit itself, if you see that in front of you,
like
even
not
even not invisible, he looks creepy. And he's all black too, so he can blend in the night. And it's like it's really creepy.
It's fucking creepy as fuck. I do like that it's not like this ridiculous. Like he just turned himself invisible. Like it's like there's some explanation to it. I do like it because this movie's way more grounded in reality by its theme of the movie. But it's cool. She takes it, right?
She takes it and she hides it in the vent of the closet.
Yes.
And we're like, okay, so this might come back later. Well, this is her proof that he's doing it.
Yeah. So she's like, I have fucking evidence.
Yeah, but I can't take it because I know he's following me.
Well, the dog starts barking at something. So she's like, oh fuck, I gotta hide.
Yep. So she kind of gets into a scuffle with him again, but she gets away because Zeus is a good boy.
Yeah, he follows. He's like, "What's up, Dad? What's up?"
Yeah. She asks her sister to meet with her, so she does at this restaurant. The waiter.
She's a police officer that works with James.
Yeah,
and she looks upset. Also, she's treating the staff like shit. Which, come on, girl,
privilege.
They just working for tips.
He was hot too.
Yeah. And so
tattoos.
She's being mad rude and everything. You being a hoe right now.
You know what I say? A hoe never gets cold, baby.
And a thought never gets hot.
And a thought never gets hot. Words to live by.
But she's pretty just kind of like, okay, you need my strength. I'm gonna be here for you. Like they kind of like, okay, that email, fuck that email. I'm here for you.
Just please give me a minute and just listen to me and what I have to say, and just please believe me. And this is just like, okay,
that got you.
So she starts to tell her. She tells her that she got the evidence. She tells her that she found the suit and what the suit does. And as she's telling her this,
she's like, the sister's kind of like looking after the distance.
Yeah. So when she looks over, the knife is just floating next to her, and this motherfucker just slices her throat, and then just like that.
God damn! Whoa, that hit me.
It did. And then he just hands Cecilia the knife, and now Cecilia looks guilty. Yep. And she's in so much shock that her sister just died in front of her from nothing.
Ugh, and it has that like that the sound kind of goes away because you're kind of in that position, in her position already.
Yep. And then she gets arrested and institutionalized.
False accusation.
Yep. That's true.
She's framed, y'all. She's being framed.
Bitch, call Hobby Lobby because that bitch is framed.
But
my bad. But okay, you were explaining that this is the same knife.
Yes.
Why? It doesn't have to be the same knife.
So earlier in the movie,
yes,
I know it doesn't have to be, but for some reason it is. Earlier in the movie, she was cutting up breakfast, making breakfast with this knife. He takes this knife. Obviously, the suit's not gonna have fingerprints because it's cameras.
Yeah.
So he takes a knife, puts it in the attic, puts it in a bag. Her fingerprints are already on it.
Yeah.
She then goes ahead and takes it out of the bag again. To use it, I guess, for self-defense when she throws the paint on him.
Yeah.
It's already all. He then takes it, kills her sister with it. Mind you, this knife is full of just her fingerprints, so it looks like she's been touching it for a while, and then he hands it right back to her.
Because my thing is, like, I guess it
also
could have just been a normal knife because he hands it to her at the end.
Baby, I understand that, but you have to understand that she didn't go into the kitchen of this restaurant and grab a knife. She had this knife on her. He's making it seem like she brought this knife from home.
Oh, I guess so.
To kill her sister.
There's tables.
Yeah, but those are butcher knives. We don't cut steaks. We don't cut steaks with that.
True. I guess
it's a Michael Myers knife.
That's a Michael Myers knife. That's true. Okay. That makes more sense now.
Straight.
I was just asking because I'm like, there's knives everywhere. You could even use a steak knife if you wanted to. Bro, I'm just saying.
You Romans, bros don't listen.
I don't think about the Roman Empire. Okay, we watched Fast X, and I did think about it that one time. But I also was thinking, what the fuck? So
you just never want to listen to the gays, and we always right.
I would just question. I had to question.
I had to give you all the evidence. I had all the receipts.
You're ridiculous,
and I was still right.
You're fucking ridiculous.
You little bitty bottom bitch.
So the sister did.
Yes, she did. But I like this scene because she gets into institutionalized, and they basically put her to go to bed.
Yeah.
And as she's dozing off in the room, someone's with her because she's looking off into like the corner, and all you hear is surprise, and you're like, oh, he's a fucking asshole.
He's such a fucking demon. Oh my god,
a demon spawned from hell.
Oh, I fucking
gorgeous and all, but fuck him.
Always. I mean, Lucifer. Look at Lucifer. Have you seen that show?
The Tom Ellis one.
Girl. He's hot,
girl.
Satan is just hot.
That one. Yeah. So then she's being questioned by James and I guess another detective, and in this scene, I'm like, we know he's in the room. Because he's already following her around.
And she's looking at a corner.
I would have just went berserk. You fuck it. I'm already here. I'm going to start swinging. He's somewhere in this room. I'm eventually going to hit him. At this point, who gives a fuck?
Yeah. Okay. This scene bothered me because I was like, just say it. What he going to do? Kill them too here at the police department? Like there's cameras everywhere.
They're at the hospital. It's not. I don't think it's the hospital.
But even then, they still have cameras.
They should, right? Because it's
Yeah. So I would have been like, hey, since there's two of you, I want to know. Look, I don't got knives, nothing.
But
hey,
you know what?
This motherfucker standing right there. Right. Fucking swing right there.
You know what? I'm gonna give this one to you, but I'm gonna correct you real quick again.
Wait. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you say that again.
I'm gonna give this part to you, but I'm gonna correct you again in a second. God. I'm gonna correct you. Shut the fuck up and listen. Love you.
Love you too.
The reason she can't give all the details is because the minute she says there's a suit and I have it, blah blah blah, Adrian's gonna leave and go get it and hide it too.
I think you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Again,
also,
gays 1, straight 0.
Okay, well, half. Give
2.
me half a point. Half a point.
Debatable.
Okay. But this is where like the other detective leaves and James is kind of like, I think he kind of feels like
he feels bad
because he's like, fuck, I left you at that spot.
And he's like, I want to believe you, but you sound crazy.
Yeah. Also, you punched my daughter.
Right.
You fucked my daughter up.
You sure did. And after I saw her get punched by you, I told her ass, next time that happens, you need to start defending yourself. Stop screaming for me because I'm not always gonna be there for you. The fuck is wrong with you, Sydney?
Also, you had the pepper spray.
Yeah, like what the fuck? Defend yourself next time. Don't be calling for me. I'm not always gonna be there.
Yeah, that's true.
Dad. What if I'm at work? Sydney?
She gonna whoop your ass.
You definitely not going to college if you gonna be acting like that.
You letting the little white girl beat your ass. But this is where,
and she finds out she's pregnant.
Bitch, you spoiled it.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I just got so excited. Put
the Vine boom.
I'm so excited for her.
Congrats. You know that child you wanted to have?
Not really.
That you didn't want to have? You have it now.
So
Tom goes to visit.
backstory though.
Oh yeah.
She's pregnant. Earlier in the movie, she said that she was on birth control, so there was no way she can get pregnant from him.
Yeah.
But we find out that because Tom comes to visit.
He's about to spoil something. I don't know.
Oh my god.
Motherfucker always spoiling anything.
But Tom comes to visit because he's like, no more money for you.
Yeah, because that was one of the criteria. Is obviously don't make any illegal transactions.
Right.
So.
But she didn't make an illegal transaction. She did an illegal murder.
She didn't do. Yeah, that's true.
But she's being accused though. She didn't say like, "Hey Emily, I'm gonna kill you, but I'm gonna need you to give me something back." That's a transaction.
That's a transaction.
She didn't do a transaction. She did a murder.
You see what I gotta deal with all the time?
Because
this abuse
again. G2 S0.
Be breeder. So to pretty much just goes like, hey, so I know you open this bank account for your friend. We'll take him a month. Oh, I'm gonna have to tell her that's not gonna happen no more.
And if I was Cecilia, I would have been like, you know what? I still got 100K, so you can't take that. It's already in my bank account.
You're also not getting your 100K.
Okay, well, first of all, fuck you. And then he said,
fuck you and fuck that bitch in that corner.
Yep. And then Tom said, well, if you really knew my brother, like you said, you knew him, and like I know that monster, you would have known that he switched out your birth control for something else.
Yep. Like he always finds out. And also I do like that there's a poster behind both of them. Actually. Yeah. There's one on each side that's like a guy that's kind of blurred out, and then like a black another guy like the shadow, like a silhouette. A silhouette.
And it says like, oh, face yourself.
Yeah.
And it's really I like that Lee Whannell throws those little things here and there.
Yeah, it's really clever how he does it a lot. Like I think it's so cool. And the whole time she's also looking at a couch, which we're assuming that he's sitting on.
And the couch also had a bit of a dent in it, so it's like he's sitting there.
Yeah, like one of the cushions are like a little bit dented. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's fucked up. He's just sitting there just enjoying this, just seeing what's going to happen with this deal.
Yeah, he literally has her at the bottom at this point.
Yeah, like she looks horrible. Like she is going through so fucking much. She's at the very bottom of her life. Like
imagine starting at the top and now we at the bottom.
Now we here.
Like damn. But
this is where he throws a paper like, here, sign this, and we're gonna have to stop your payments. But there is another way. You could have the child,
and we can make this all go away.
Yeah, it's like you're right now a murderer, but I can change that.
Allegedly.
But she says no. Fuck your kid. Fuck everything. I don't give a shit. Like she knows she's right. And when he leaves, because she throws the papers down as well and grabs a little pen from his briefcase.
And that's a nice pen. I would have kept it.
It was nice.
I would have took a second one just for myself.
But my girlfriend did make a good point. She said, he's sitting right there. He saw her do that. So it's true. But she has a plan.
But maybe she grabbed the pen to write a story.
That's true. She could have been like, let me just write something.
Yeah. So she goes, they put her to bed.
Yeah.
She gets up. She had the pen hiding above the shower. Mm-hmm. She turns on the shower. She starts to quack her wrist.
Yep.
But
then you see that
he grabs her.
And he also says she says, you're never going to fucking have this baby or something like that. Or have me or the baby.
You can't kill the bloodline.
Yep.
So and that's not a wrestling joke, even though Loki is.
Yeah.
So
then he grabs her and she grabs him and goes, oh, there you are, and fucking starts stabbing the fuck out of him with the pen.
Yep.
Oh, so satisfying.
Super satisfying.
Oh my god.
But this is when he looks creepy cool because he's like fading in and out and half of him too.
So creepy.
And like an officer comes in and he's like, girl, why are you not sleeping? And then he looks over and he's like, oh. And he's this James knows, or Adrian knows martial arts, and I'm like, what the hell? He just beating everybody's ass. He beat all the officers. He's shooting them. Yep. I don't think he kills them because they say later on in the movie that there's witnesses of the accident.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, as he's just beating the shit out of all these officers as he's fading in and out, as invisible or not. He eventually leaves. Mm-hmm. She follows him out. It's raining. And there's like this jump scare because you don't know where he's at, but obviously the water, you can see the water on him.
Yeah, and there's like one van with their top down, so there's no rain coming down,
right?
And then he's just standing like right under that.
And he just pops out because he's glitching.
So fucking creepy.
Yep. And he says something to her where like, "Oh, you're never gonna get away with this."
He says, "You think you're learning me how? I think you think you're gonna learn how to beat me, or you're learning how to beat me. But don't worry. Now I'm gonna have to kill someone you love.
Yep. Because I can't kill you.
Yeah. And he's like, "Oh, too bad for that poor girl. You shouldn't have brought me to her life or something like that."
So he heads over to James' house. She follows. We get a quick Easter egg of Jigsaw.
Yep. Just it's like blinking, you miss it.
Yep.
It's like a graffiti, I think, right?
Yeah, of Jigsaw. So this motherfucker in this world too. Imagine that.
Kramer. Where you at? We need you.
You think he'd be like, he catches the Invisible Man? I want to play a game. Like, motherfucker, you can't see me.
He's just like a floating bear trap.
Yeah. So
this is where we go to the house.
Yeah.
And Sid is just sleeping, but she hears a click, 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 click.
Yep. And James has already been called and warned about it.
Yep. And this is where she grabs her pepper spray and she looking at the corner like, "Bitch, come into my room."
Right.
But then, she does your move.
Right.
She starts going crazy. Fucking bitch. And she starts throwing pepper spray everywhere.
And she gets him.
And she does get him because he starts
him.
banging shit around and everything.
But then he started beating her ass for that one. And then James walks in and she's like, "Dad, Dad." And he's like, "Why'd I tell you about calling me like that? You should defend yourself." But then James starts getting his ass beat too.
I know. And this is where you feel so bad because you don't want James to lose.
No.
But
he's such a nice guy. And he's super hot too.
He's just fucking just hammering his face. Boom, boom. And he's blood. And he's just sitting there like covered in blood. And he goes, I think he's just like gonna punch him one more time to kill him. Yep. And he's just like, "Nah, bitch, you're not worth it."
Well, Cecilia shows up with the fire extinguisher. Everything that you see in this movie comes back because the fire extinguisher was used earlier too.
Oh, that's true in the kitchen and with the breakfast.
So she sprays it on him. You can see him now, and she shoots him. She does the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I shot him 6 times. I shot him 6 times.
Yo, this would have been a perfect final girl line. Oh, "I see you, bitch." Ta 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 ta.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Who's invisible now, motherfucker? Pa pa pa.
Man, such a missed opportunity. Come on.
She just says, "Sydney, get down." Like, girl, she was already on the ground. How low can she go?
Oh my god. Also, Sid, like your dad's getting your ass beat. And you go right behind and fucking do one of these.
I would have defended my daddy.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, especially my fine ass daddy like that. Defend his ass.
Daddy, chill.
No, daddy's getting his ass beat.
I was her stepdad. She didn't know. That you never see me in the movie. I was cut away from it.
You were the invisible man because you
I
got cut out of the movie.
"Oh my God, James, what do you want me to do, James?"
And James just like, "Bitch, just fucking do anything." Anything.
I would have been like, "Daddy. Daddy, wake up. Daddy, you okay?"
You're so fucking ridiculous. Oh my god. But this is where he's really going after Cecilia. He's going after her, and then he falls on the floor like a drag queen, like with the leg up. What's that move called?
The dead drop.
The dead drop. Boom.
Dead.
Oh, dead drop.
Yeah,
dead.
I'm dead.
And then she unmasks him like fucking Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
But it's not Adrian.
It's Tom.
That's fucking crazy.
And Tom is already dead, and he goes, his last words are, "If it wasn't for you meddling motherfuckers, I would have gotten away with this."
This is just a whole Scooby-Doo episode.
Yeah.
You turn around and everyone's dressed up like the Scooby-Doo characters.
Yeah.
Oh,
so then we find out that Adrian was being kidnapped. It was captured the whole time.
He was like in some cave locked up.
He was in his
Tom
basement.
was the whole thing. Oh yeah, his basement. That's true. And he was locked up, but she doesn't believe him. James is like, "Hey, like it happened. We got him. Nope. That motherfucker still did it. I know. I just know he did it."
They were working together, but they only had one suit because I hid the other one.
Yep. And she's like, "I got the evidence," but James is just kind of like, "Just let me do this, but you can believe it. You can believe it, but just keep it to yourself for right now," because he's like, "Bitch, that's a lot of paperwork I gotta do later."
Right.
Like, so he's really trying to fucking be there for her.
But later that night, she calls Adrian for some dinner,
like, "Hey, baby,"
dinner in a movie or whatever, and then she gets to the house, and you know, he looking so good, but fuck, he's an asshole. But he has her come in, and he says something here that's like, this motherfucker is controlling, because he says something about the food. He's like,
I got like all these stuff. Like I got sushi, I got pasta.
But yeah, it's a buffet because I didn't know what to get you, even though I was gonna get, like, the way he said it was like very like, oh, you are controlling.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I feel like, and you can even tell that he's just kind of holding something like back, and it feels weird.
I think he knows, because we find out that James is listening. I think he knows she was trying to trick him.
Yeah, like, and she doesn't trust her.
Yep, and she did not want to fall for it.
Yep. And then this is where they're sitting at the table because she wants steak, and we see that there's a camera like in the corner of the room, like pointing straight at them, and they're talking. And
sorry.
Fine.
So I got the line because it's bothering me. Like, he sounded very obsessive. So he said, I wanted to get us some simple takeout, but of course I started obsessing over what you'd be in the mood for. So it's like, he's like, what is she? What do you think she's thinking? What do you think she's in the mood?
That's
like
true.
That to me. And then hence we have the OCD buffet of sushi, steak, and pasta.
Oh, he said steak. I was gonna say I didn't hear steak, and I was like, oh, she chose the option that he didn't have. Like, he didn't say.
She should have done that.
She should have been like, which I feel like pizza. What's up?
But you know why she chose steak, right?
Why?
For the knives.
Fine, boom. That's pretty crazy. That's smart.
She's fucking smart.
She's smart.
Because you don't need a knife for the pasta and the shrimp.
Well, the thing is that how is she gonna cook her steak? Is she gonna got the knife?
Exactly.
That's pretty smart. That girl is smart. But right now she's keeping the chaotic, the neutral.
She's
the
staying
true
calm.
neutral.
She's staying calm.
Because she's like, hey, if you want the baby, I just want you to start this relationship with honesty. So tell me, did you do it? Did you do everything? Were you the invisible man?
Right.
Nope.
James or Adrian, I know you lying, bitch. Did you do it?
And she's like, why can't you just tell me the truth? And he's like, I am. And she's like, Adrian, stop. I need you to do this for me. And James is shown now listening in the car. And then Adrian goes, I'm giving you exactly what you're asking for, Cecilia. I'm telling you the truth. And she starts to cry. So he goes over to comfort her.
Yeah.
And he says, oh, no. I know that you feel like you're going insane sometimes, but I'm the only one who can help you. Remember? Again,
very manipulative.
Fucking manipulative and fucking toxic. Because I know you better than anyone else in the world. I mean, that shouldn't come as a surprise.
And this is where you see like she turned
even the
like
audience
a light switch.
Yep. Even the audience went like, click. Because it's to tell her. Surprise is used on the phone. He does it in the
but
institute.
She hears it in the institute.
And then she hears it now.
Yeah. But this is I love her acting because it's so like she goes from like really weak to kind of like, oh, okay, because she's honestly like believing it. Like she's like, damn, this motherfucker actually, because that's the whole thing about this movie. She's questioning herself.
Yep. Like,
damn, this Tom was there the whole time. Like, am I actually going crazy?
Right.
Like, it's fucked up. But this is where like she's like, nope, I was fucking right and I fucking knew it. And she does go to the bathroom, and this is where I think like one of the invisible parts come, because if you look at the scene, it's like a mirror. Obviously, she's looking at herself and she's wearing this really pretty dress, but the background is like a clear shot of outside that's all dark, and she almost looks like invisible. Like she's just limbs, and it looks really cool. I think it looks so interesting. So I really wonder if that was on purpose or if it was just a black dress.
I'm pretty sure it was. I'm pretty sure that was why the black dress was chosen.
Oh yeah,
but in which why the suit is black as well, because it just at the night it disappears.
It's so cool.
So as Adrian is enjoying his steak, his throat starts to get he slashes his own throat from what we see.
It reminded me of the remake of Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yes,
the opening.
The opening, yes, with the fine ass vampire from Twilight, Emmett. Yeah. So back to the Invisible Man. Yeah, so she comes out like, oh my God, Adrian.
No. And then she looked at the camera a little bit.
Well, she calls the police as she's crying over in front of the camera, and she's like, oh my God, he cracked himself. And then she's backing up, and she hangs up.
James starts running over like as soon as he sees he quacked himself, and she kind of looks at the camera and starts backing out to its blind spot.
Yep.
And scene.
Well, she
did it.
she hangs up the phone and she gets serious again and she goes, surprise.
Yep. What's up, bitch? And James is kind of like, fuck, that was a good one. Fuck.
Not James, baby, Adrian.
Fuck. Why do I keep confusing them?
Because they're both super hot.
Yeah.
So.
And then she walks away and James appears like, what's up? And she's like, hey, I'm good.
Yep.
But he killed himself.
Yep.
He killed himself. And then she takes a look at the bag and the suit is right there. So he knows like, fuck, she did that shit.
But she's like, no, he killed himself. I didn't do it. She said it sounded like he killed himself.
Yep.
And she's like, yep, that's exactly what it sounded like. And she's like, you heard right, James.
And there she goes. She walks with Zeus.
Yeah.
And he goes back into the room.
As she's walking away, you can and you see the wind blowing, you can feel her relief of like freedom now. And the score is playing and it's a beautiful score. And you at this moment feel like you even feel relief for her and happy for her. And you're like, yes, queen, we did it.
Yeah. Let's talk about Final Girls. What's up? Where's Cecilia at?
Girl, she up there.
Yeah, I know.
She up there.
I know. But
so
that's pretty much the end of the fucking movie.
Yeah, that's the Invisible Man.
Fantastic movie.
Amen, brother.
Hell yeah, brother. So like we do in every movie, we go to Letterboxd and we do a rating and a review. So Carlos, do you want to give your review first?
Yeah, so I give this movie, and it stayed the same from last time. I gave this movie a 5-star. My review is The Invisible Man is a well-made horror movie. The cinematography is not only top tier, it leaves you on the edge of your seat. You never know who or what is watching you, or if there's actually something or someone there.
I agree. I do like that. So your phone has the little cameras as well?
Yeah.
Huh. Because I can't see it.
It's the new iPhone feature.
Oh.
Upgrade, baby.
You don't have the tap thing on the top, but also invisibility?
Yeah.
Damn, I need to get that. Which one is that? The 15?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. All right.
I updated my phone.
Oh, I need to update that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I do have an update.
Yeah,
I can
there
see
you go.
that. Oh my, it does say invisibility.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Check it. Allegedly. Let's not get sued by Apple.
Apple's gonna sue us. Like, we didn't say that. But my review, I didn't rate it the first time. I don't think I was using Letterboxd at this time, but I gave it a 5 out of 5, of course, with a heart. And my review is the way to remake a movie and make it meaningful with different layers. Instead of a man in a suit, it also symbolizes the deeper layers of abuse, the internal fear of them always being around. Literally perfect. So yeah, it's just such a good movie. If you guys haven't tried it, like, you guys definitely need to watch it. It's so good, so good. Daddy of the movie,
James.
Unfortunately,
Unfortunately,
I think of Adrian. You see, I keep doing that shit. I'm sorry.
James.
No, James. Adrian is a piece of shit.
He sure is. If he wasn't, then maybe, but no.
Yeah,
James,
it's just...
Did you see his guns?
That man was a muscle. It's just all muscle.
He can fly me up in the sky as Hawkman, and he can arrest me like James here. Whichever one.
You a hoe.
Never get cold.
But yeah, and then we did our final girl line. So, best death, let's say, because there's only like 2.
I give it to the sister because I feel like it comes out of nowhere.
That one's pretty rough. That one's like kind of fucking crazy, and it just what follows is just kind of like, damn, this fucking girl's really down.
It's very shocking because it just like you're not expecting him to do this in public.
No, like, it's like, damn, the place that you think she's safe are surrounded with everybody. Nope,
he still manages to get away with it.
So fucked up.
He's really a piece of crappy.
Yeah, he sucks. He definitely sucks. Yeah, so that's pretty much the only death we have in this movie, right? Besides like brother
and then Adrian.
And Adrian. That's true. And that's it. It's just 3.
Yeah, because I don't know if he actually does.
Oh, the cops.
Well, we don't know if
that's true. We don't know.
Because James does say that we have witnesses of what happened because now they've seen it. So
yeah, because a lot of them, he shoots a couple. Because like he'll shoot behind his back, but they could have survived.
Yeah,
or whatever.
We don't know where he shoots them and stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, we did our final girl line already. Yep. Because that was a perfect scene of being like, bitch, I got you.
What if she comes in and all you hear is the da da na na na.
Cecilia.
Your time is up. My time is now. You can't see me. Pa 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 pa. That would have been the perfect.
That would have been pretty good, actually. That would have been pretty good. Oh man, I don't have another one. I think that one's just like I see you. Oh. You know what?
What?
Spray. Then she goes, peekaboo, bitch. Pa 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 pa. That's pretty good.
Peekaboo.
Surprise. Bah.
Okay, what if it would have been like, oh my god, who does that one sound?
What?
Surprise, motherfucker.
Oh, that guy. Yeah. That's from Dexter.
Yeah.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Siri.
You're welcome.
But yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's pretty much it. I don't have anything for next week because I don't know what's going on in my life.
Yeah, that's okay. We'll figure it out. It's a surprise.
I'm invisible.
Get it?
Surprise.
I wasn't talking to you.
She thought
Sorry.
you were.
I don't know why. Surprise.
Oh wait, no. Wait. What's next week?
Next week is gonna be the 20th.
It's Saw.
30th. Oh, Saw.
Yeah. Okay, if we're able to go to the theaters, we're gonna go over Saw. Yeah, we're gonna cover Saw. I can't promise. No promises.
No promises, but we'll definitely try.
Yeah, there's a lot going on this month for me in October. A lot, and so
okay.
I will try to go to the theaters for Saw, The Exorcist, Five Nights at
We don't
Freddy.
gotta do that. We don't gotta do that.
Oh yeah, we went to Halloween Horror Nights yesterday.
Yeah, we did. That was fun.
So much fun. We got to do 9 out of the 10 houses.
No express pass.
No express pass. So if you're determined to do it, do it. Fuck what everyone on TikTok is saying. They're being very dramatic. Unless it's in Hollywood. I don't know about over there.
That's a whole different story.
But we did go on a Saturday. We did 9 out of the 10 houses. What I recommend you do is get there early. Be by the gate. So when they open, you get right in. Also, do not start from the front. Go towards the back. Start with The Last of Us. Then do the Universal Monsters. And then move your way up to the park in that same order. Skip Stranger Things. If you're going to do Stranger, just leave it till the end. Or honestly, just skip it.
It's literally not even good. You're just going to see 11 with fangs. That's it. And then at the end, guess what? Demogorgon. Whoa, shit. That's crazy. You didn't see that one?
Yeah, I like Stranger Things, but for me, it's not.
I'm sorry, I gotta interrupt. Right before Tom died, he could have been like, "Damn, didn't see that one coming." That's good. That's good.
That is good. That is good.
All right, continue.
No, I was just gonna say I do like Stranger Things as a show, but for me, the house is
we did it once. You've done it already.
Right. Well, we didn't do it. That was the 9th house, or the last house we just didn't do.
No, I'm saying like before.
Oh God. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've seen it all. That's it.
Yeah.
But we did everything. We met, a famous TikToker.
God, that's randomly.
Super random. We were in line for The Exorcist. Stormy G, yeah.
The one that does the.
It's just we're best friends now, so I go by just Stormy.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, she's the one that runs in heels,
really fast.
Yeah, I fucking love her so much.
Or Dora, right? Or
she does the Dora the Explorer, the horror. Yeah.
She's so funny.
She's so funny.
I took a bite out of his boyfriend's turkey leg, or her boyfriend's turkey leg,
or friend. We don't know what they were.
I don't know what they were. Yeah,
allegedly.
Alleged.
What if they're not? We weren't supposed to. Whatever.
Oh, whatever.
But she was really nice though.
She's super sweet.
I was like, I love your video. And she's like, yeah, I just be running. I was like, I know.
Yeah, you be running.
I love it.
But yeah, a lot of fun. So you guys, top tier. Which one's real quick? S tier.
My favorite house.
Yeah,
the
favorite
Universal
house.
Monsters one.
Yeah, that's my favorite. Mm-hmm. That one was like actually really cool. We weren't even expecting because it was like super random. It was like Invisible Man, Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah. Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, and the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Yeah, the Hunchback of Notre Dame, and that one was pretty fucking freaky. Second one,
it got me on my. It threw me on the ground.
Oh, that one? No, it didn't.
No, the Universal Monsters.
No, it didn't.
At the end.
Oh, yeah, at the end because you didn't know where the fuck you're going. You're getting jump scared
because
every
motherfucker
time.
was coming from the left and the right, and I'm not used to that.
Yeah, it was pretty fucked up.
I'm used to the front and the back, not left and the right. What is happening?
Second best.
The Last of Us.
You think so? Or the Yeti?
Ooh.
The Yeti was good.
You know what? Yes, yeah.
That Yeti got us.
Yeah.
The Last of Us was a close contender, I feel.
Mm-hmm.
And then the worst one, let's say it. 3, 2, 1. The Blood Moon.
Oh yeah, because I didn't know what was going on.
I was just confused.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Blood Moon one. Because we were like, oh, cool, vampire. Oh, werewolves.
I thought it was werewolves, but I was way off. I should have read the description, but I didn't.
Yeah, no.
I just assumed moon, blood, wolves.
Yep. And it's like if you guys played Resident Evil 4, that's what it was, like a village of like evil people.
Yeah, last year I feel like that set was used for the Chupacabra.
And it's like looks like it.
Mm-hmm.
It totally looks like it.
The Dueling Dragons, it's not scary, but it's very pretty. It's a very pretty house.
The set is really cool.
Yeah, the set's really cool. There was another one that was really pretty too. I think it was the one. The Yeti was really cool because the Yeti smelled like the forest,
like
and
woody.
You felt like you were in the woods. And
it's like if you went to fucking
Bed Bath and Beyond.
Yeah, but like the wood section, like the the oak like perfume and stuff.
Oh yeah. I'm trying to think of there was one next to the Yeti that
Bath and Body Works.
Yep. Thank you. Oh yeah. Because then there was the Darkest Deal. I like that one too.
That one's cool. It was like musical kind of.
Mm-hmm. He made a deal with the devil.
It was okay. The clown one was not that good.
And I was expecting that one to scare me the most because I fucking hate clowns. But it didn't get me.
They were like vintage clowns. Like it was just kind of like, okay. And it was like woo, and it's like, but they're like, I don't know. It was just kind of like, oh shit, you kind of got me.
Mm-hmm.
Walked away.
And then the Chucky house, I love the aesthetic of it.
Not scary.
And that's just a personal thing. It's not that the house wasn't scary. It's just that Chucky's my homie, so I don't see him. I don't see him as scary. I see him as my bestie.
Yeah, exactly.
And he wasn't in a Tessie, but he was in the house murdering. His skill count was pretty high.
Yeah, and no GG, so that we were kind of disappointed with that.
But
what the fuck? Oh, Exorcist. The only thing that I liked about it was that there was like a girl in the middle and she got possessed in front of me because I thought she was like a doll, and I got scared and I yelled, "Jesus Christ!" And this, like, at her, and the security guard just started laughing. And I just found it so funny that he just like kind of broke character.
I enjoyed the Exorcist house. I just hope that it didn't spoil it for me because there was that scene. There was stuff happening. I'm like, that better be in the movie. Yeah. Also, it was spoiled. Also, the demon that kept coming out at us.
Doja Cat.
You better be in the fucking movie.
Fucking
If not, I'm gonna be disappointed.
Yeah, it was so weird. The priest one. That one. Was that the Darkest Deal?
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck? Why am I thinking that that's a separate one? That's it. I think that's
it.
That
was the 9 out of the 10.
Yeah, so that's it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, pretty cool. I liked it. I had fun, and I'm glad that we got to do pretty much all of them.
Oh no, wait.
Yeah.
Oddfellows Twisted Origins. That's the clown. Yeah, that was the clown.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's it. That's
pretty much it.
All right, guys. So thank you so much for watching or listening.
And remember. Oh, sorry, you're not done.
No. Jackson's wearing some beautiful merch.
Oh,
you
yeah.
can find down below.
He sure is.
God damn. He looking good.
Mm-hmm. Anyone going to Spookala, I'll be there.
Oh, he'll be there.
In 2 weeks.
So go shout out to him. Say hi to him.
Hello.
He might not be invisible that day. I don't know.
Depends what I choose to be.
Exactly. So we'll see. If you don't see him, then that's why.
You
won't see me because I'll be invisible. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you for watching.
And remember,
surprise.
I won't see you in your dream. I'll see you in your dream, but you won't see me because I'm invisible. Mwah.
Horror Daddies.
Bye, guys.
Bye.